Hello, dear friends, and good morning on Saturday, the 21st of September. Today, we have the exact opposition between the Sun and Neptune. And this is not a simple energy. This energy can make us oversensitive, more emotional than usual. Also, some kind of deeper, irrational things may come up, and we could be like spontaneously responding to those things. So in general, keep in mind the energy is not too high. You might feel a bit tired or maybe demotivated, or you may just need a little break. This is all supported also by the fact that we have so many planets in critical degrees during those days. And specifically today, we have the Sun and Venus. They are in the last few degrees of the signs. So the Sun is in the last degrees of Virgo and Venus in the last degrees of Libra. And this combination also suggests that it could be more difficult to initiate something brand new or to put a lot of energy into something. But it's a good time to process things, to complete certain things, and to prepare for starting something new, perhaps in the next couple of days. Or at least, even if it's not brand new, the energy will be higher. So we will be able to be more active, perhaps more organized and more concentrated. Because right now, with the Sun-Neptune opposition, it could be difficult to concentrate or to have enough clarity. And this is not the time to push against this. It's more like a time to admit this, to realize it, to keep it in mind so you don't rush into making some sudden decisions, but instead just try to perhaps work more on your something creative or listen more to your intuition. But again, no sudden and really important decisions. That's my recommendation for the day. In terms of Venus, Venus is not only in the last degrees of Libra, but also there is an applying aspect with Pluto, which means that it's becoming stronger and stronger in the next few days. And eventually Venus is moving to Scorpio, which is the sign ruled by Pluto. So overall, in the next couple of days, this kind of like relationship between Venus and Pluto is getting more and more intense. And this also creates a more specific emotional atmosphere. We might be over dramatic, or we may exaggerate things, or there could be some kind of more intense, uncontrollable emotions, maybe jealousy, maybe desire to control something or someone, or feeling controlled by someone or something. So the emotional atmosphere is definitely very, very intense during the whole weekend. And more than that, also, Venus is part of a very specific configuration called Yod, or Finger of God configuration, with Neptune and Uranus. And Venus is the focal point. So the emotions or our personal life or our relationships can be especially important for us right now. And the quincunxes, those are the two aspects we have between Venus, Uranus, and Venus, Neptune. The quincunxes are one of the most specific aspects because they're very contradictory. At first, they bring some challenges, and over time, it's possible that we may turn them into something positive. So initially, we may need to face with some kind of, I would say, unrealistic expectations or ideals. Both Uranus and Neptune can create idealizations. So perhaps it's a good time for you to look into your personal life or your emotional needs or your vision of maybe the ideal relationship or something like that, and to see what are you idealizing or over idealizing, and what would you want to change in regards to this. So in other words, this could be a very interesting transformational time for our personal life, again, how we connect to people, and overall, what we consider as love, how we know that, someone loves us, or we may get very philosophical with this, but I think you got the point. Again, Venus has connections with the three outer planets. So quincunx is with Uranus, Neptune, and square with Pluto. So, and plus Venus is in the last few degrees. So for Venus, this time is not simple, but it could be very transformational. So overall, the day is positive for trying to balance yourself, for some kind of inner work, for completing certain things, but not something that requires lots of energy and to do it really fast. That's not really gonna work during the weekend. Plus also the transiting moon is in Taurus. When the moon is in Taurus, it's important also to be more grounded. And this is very helpful when we have the Sun-Neptune opposition. The Sun-Neptune opposition makes us very ungrounded, very kind of like floating, detached from reality, or sometimes even on a physical level. It could be a bit like, bringing some kind of disorientation, or something might be a bit off. But the moon in Taurus can help us to balance this a little bit. So to stay more connected to the body, or kind of like to connect to something more concrete. My recommendation is to focus on your own comfort. Plus, for some of us, the weekend is also a nice time to do this. So the position of the moon in Taurus is great to take care of your body, to have a nice meal, to relax, to do something that would make you feel nice about yourself, your body, the environment around you, something, again, concrete and practical that you can feel, sense, you can kind of like get in touch with this energy right away. So this is the overview for today, Saturday. Thank you very much for joining me. I hope you will have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you tomorrow.